There we go. Look.
All right.
We live.
Live and direct.
It's the DanYo&Tita podcast.
What's happening?
Episode 5?
Episode fucking 35, man.
Man.
35.
Shoot.
That's crazy.
That's how old Tita is.
Anyway.
It's Daniel.
It's Tita.
Aisha.
I'm Dip to the lean.
Man, we gotta. Oh, let me get this man the mic. What's up? This right here. We got a special co-host in the building.
Yo,
Yes.
yo.
Myke Terrel. Myke Terrel is here, formerly two-time superstar.
Right, former.
We got somebody else in the building too over there. Just step in the building. You might as well step in the spot right now. Let him know you're in the building.
Man, get in here. Yeah, y'all know I'm back. Shout out to DanYo&Tita, man. I'm happy to be back. I ain't trying to look at myself. It's hard for me to have some shit like that. Let's Podson, man. Happy to be back. Where the food at, man?
Oh, it's on the,
it's
it's on
here.
its way.
What's on the menu
Niggas is
today?
hungry.
He's all right. He's like, I know I'm going to eat.
In fact,
I think that's all the only reason why everybody comes, because it's cooking food every week.
It's all good.
What's on the menu?
Chicken flautas.
Ooh.
Chicken flautas.
I took a page out your book, Tita.
Got them
That's
flautas in
good,
the
though.
building.
Mm-hmm.
But we got the troublemakers in the building. we got y'all here. We got FREEZTV is gonna be in the building. We got also the infamous Kapo gonna be in the building.
Man, we
on
got
the
a
show. On the screen right there. 'Cause we live.
Not this shot.
Tita's not. We gotta make sure you know. There you go. Yeah. Tell a little bit more for me.
There you go. Yeah.
So
That should be
this
good.
is gonna be it's gonna be a great show.
Mm-hmm.
A lot to talk about. A lot of discussion, drama. So I'll get into some of it right now if you want to, Tom.
It's because we put it on you.
Yeah, I mean if you want to get into it, can I say that you're no longer a host on Power 98.3?
Yeah, I'm no longer on Ground Zero.
On Ground Zero.
Ground Zero.
Me or Marlon the Great.
Wow.
Oh, Marlon's on there either?
Yeah, I told you that, G.
Black people gone.
I told you that. Get him out. You got a
I
bad
wanted to
memory.
hear from you.
Ah, man, get up out of here.
Hey,
Just like that.
so you just start the
It was
conversation.
about a year. I was on there about a year.
About a year, couple
3
months,
months.
yeah.
Yeah, in 3 months.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I was listening to Jello when y'all had Jello on the
Yeah,
podcast.
Right.
Jello.
Jello said you don't have a career in radio unless you've been fired.
Yeah.
That was a famous.
So he predicted
Yeah,
it.
so I wasn't fired, but I guess
Right.
when you in radio, you want to be jumping from station to station.
Definitely.
Whatever,
Definitely.
And let's keep it real, man. With y'all being on the radio, it definitely brought people back into Arizona on the radio. You know, I kind of was tuning back in.
Yeah, it's black people on the radio.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
How many black? I mean, outside of Poker Face,
South Poker Face. Yeah.
DJ Marvel.
Right.
If I'm missing any other
Tell
black
Marvin
people,
get
I
on the
apologize.
show too. I've been inboxing them.
Yeah,
Get on the show. Stop
but, like,
playing.
You got like two
Yeah.
niggas on the show.
Right.
That's like, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm not no gangster, but like I'm from the hood. I grew
Right,
up in Maryville,
right.
75th Avenue in Thomas.
Yeah, word.
And like
Yeah.
Maryville, you know what I'm saying? We from the culture. Like,
Right.
like we bleed the culture, like from the culture. It was not just a let me get these 2 hours in. Like we actually care about this shit.
You guys were like the voice and stuff, you know,
Right.
like.
Yeah.
Man.
So I'm gonna get right into it. Something happened on Twitter between one of the Power 98.3 hosts. It got screenshotted. The whole conversation. It got screenshotted about this man right here.
I'm just a reporter. I don't do nothing but report. I was doing my best, Daniel.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to make awareness.
I missed that one.
All I was trying to do was create awareness for something people might not have seen.
Right.
And I felt like I did that, and I got out the way. I got out the way because I ain't about to be.
Don't shoot the messenger.
Yes, man.
You kind of brought back Twitter though.
Yeah.
Like, I've been on Twitter. Like,
Okay.
That's the Twitter dog right there.
Right.
This was the one that was in the conversation right here.
Mm-hmm.
nice to meet you, Mr.
Man, we got this man.
You good?
Yeah,
This one. This was man.
Okay.
This was the man that was in the conversation that you screenshotted. You know what I'm saying? And we learned some information that we didn't know about.
Put all the word on the streets.
Look on my man.
Oh man.
I was in the building, y'all.
What's poppin'? Thank you for having me.
For sure. Man, welcome.
But wait, before you get into that, you gotta introduce this man. This is from New Orleans.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yes, sir. You
From New
did.
Orleans.
Yeah.
Independent artist.
Yes, sir.
Done songs with Currency.
Yeah, that's coming. The Currency
Yeah.
song coming out. That's all kids. Got the Larry Jones feature about to drop also.
Right.
Okay.
We working. Yeah, we working
Okay.
You
hard.
had a reality show on YouTube, which was funny.
Yeah,
What was
yeah.
it called?
I don't remember the name of it.
It was
I just be
Spanish
dropping
joint.
shit. Oh, I do short films and shit. The Nights at Filiberto's trailers. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. The Nights at
Right.
Filiberto's trailers. Yeah. I'm speaking Spanish on them and stuff. You go peep that. Appreciate y'all having me though, for real. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. All right, shit. Not too fucking.
Hell yeah, man.
Before we get into the genre, man, tell people where they can find your music and
My name Kapo Bravado, and you go and I'm gonna pop up.
For sure.
If I make sure I pop up on that too, but you can ask Siri about me, you can ask Alexa about me, Spotify, Tidal, Google Play, Amazon Play, all that. I'm everywhere. I'm really official. I'm just not super famous yet.
And definitely I know people been checking you out. You work with heavy artists.
Yes, sir.
You have a new single drop anytime soon?
Yeah, I dropped the song with Casey Veggies called Chose. Yeah, called Chose Up.
That's fire.
It's about not giving up my hoes. Cause I'm addicted. So it is. The timing ironic. That's crazy the way the universe works. Yeah, that dropping March 12th.
That's seasons in the pie got them mixed up now.
Mm-hmm.
What happened, man, on Twitter, man? What you in this 98.3?
Man, shout out Jules, man.
Oh, you said her name down.
Shout out Jules. Nothing happened really. Jules just got a bad problem of when you talk to sensitive people, we all on our Erykah Badu shit. Everybody's sensitive about their shit. So like when you take shot at artists, I ain't got no choice but to jump out the window on you.
Right.
Especially when I know what I know.
Right.
Why is you playing?
Right.
Why is you playing with me?
What did she say? She said something to you. Stay out of town or something.
Yeah, she said stay out of town. You ain't got shit shaking here.
Right.
But really, especially one of the only black people to throw a fundraiser in Arizona to help illegal immigrants get their papers right.
That's the shit.
Yeah. Raise $8,000 for illegal immigrants to get lawyers and expedite their process of getting papers and getting legalized.
That's real.
And to stop getting deported. So I'm a man of the community, even though I'm not from here. I love Arizona.
I mean, I just don't understand why she runs to social media, man. It's really unprofessional, man.
Yeah, we in that time. She just tried to get offensive with it to us, and I'm like, why are you trying to shit on me?
Right.
Cause really, if you know me and you know how Tone used to, so I'm really just gonna clown. I'm not serious.
Right.
And she got serious on me because she tweeted, "I hate Kappas," so I retweeted it, and I was like, "All you promote and support is Kappas. Go take a nap."
Right.
There was a little bit of truth to it, and I think that's why it stunk her.
Yeah.
Cause she got a little pump tattoo. Nigga got fake dreads. You Kappas.
She got a little pump tattoo?
She got Let's Get It on her wrist. Yeah, and you love Tekashi 6ix9ine. He's not Treyway. It's another Kapo. Like you endorse Kapos all day. Chill out.
Right.
Then she was like, another artist, man, that I won't put him on the radio. Look, girl, please. He's a little girl.
Right.
You know, and I didn't even want to involve 98.3 because I don't know all of them like that. Yeah. Like, it was strictly to her. Like, it's just the public. They automatically include, whenever Jules get into something, they include the whole 98.3 with it. You know, and it really be just Jules. Like, she got a big mouth.
But when you work for a company that way, you represent everyone. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, everyone's gonna look at you that way. And if you look at it, a lot of the people from the little clique be fuck shit.
Yeah,
so, you know what I'm saying?
Jesus tried, but I automatically like shifted that energy. He was like, I didn't have to do no research on you, homie. I did that as a favor to the homie to interview you. I'm like, all right, I ain't even. This about Jules, bro. I don't want no smoke with you, man. This ain't about. And Jesus, me and Jesus tied it up. He was like, I don't want no problems. I'm like, cool. I don't either, bro. It's about Jules. You know, like she didn't put it on me.
Right.
Chill out, baby. Man, Jesus, Jules, it's love. I just had to say my truth.
Right.
You know, like, cause I just don't act bold when you already know what you did.
Right.
Like you already scooped down below my level. You know, you already was a bobblehead for me. Chill out. Chill out.
My thing is, like back and forth, because when I went to do my interview with the beat, she like put like an emoji under the picture, and then she erased it. So I said, well, what was so funny, and why did you erase it? She was like, I just erased it. And I was like, you know, with me, I'm like, if you're gonna be paid, because I'm not gonna do that. You know what, Jules? You very talented. Like in radio, she's talented.
Thanks.
Like she's not a personality, but she knows how to do the radio shit.
Right.
Like she could do commercials good.
Thanks.
She's just not a personality yet.
Right.
But I was like, don't always jump out the window and engage in fuck shit. And typical Jules, you can always get her to react.
Yeah.
And I'm with that.
Yeah. I'm like, stay professional. I chalk it up to her being young, but then she was like, Tone, I'm not gonna listen to you because you never been in the business. I'm like, see, that's a problem with young niggas. That's a problem with young niggas.
That's like disrespectful.
Somebody trying to mentor you and help you along.
And I'm like,
and plus, you guys were a team though. Like, what's up with that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Man.
Talking crazy.
They wilding over
Talking
there.
crazy for
In
no
a situation
reason.
like with Kapo, I'm like, don't pull the typical. Not saying all women, but as soon as a woman get a problem with a nigga, you immediately going to saying his dick game weak, his body game weak. Like, I already fucked.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Right.
Come on, man. She know what's up. She know what's up. Nigga ain't never did the moves I did to her, and she ain't even deserve. She ain't even deserve the moves. You dig? Like she ain't even deserve the moves. Like, and I ain't saying it to shit on. I'm done going at a physical appearance and shit. I ain't gonna shit on her. Like, we did what we did. Right. But she tripping. Like, you know why I did that? I tried to sell my soul right quick. I thought that was the way to get on the radio. Then I did my homework.
You thought you was gonna pull a Hollywood movie.
Yeah, I thought that was the way to get on.
Oh, Lord.
Like, you know why I did that, man.
Right.
You know my roster. I really talk to real Instagram models. Like, my bitch look like they got fake bodies and they don't. Like, stop playing with me. You see the things I talk to at Jags that I throw no money on. They still dance on me. Like, you see who I talk to, George. Like, stop playing with me. I did that because I thought I had to. Then I did my homework. You're not a program director. You have no plugs to the program director. Like, you can't do nothing for me on that radio thing.
Probably should have did your homework before.
Yeah. And I scooped to low embarrassing levels to try to make my shit pop because I do whatever for this music shit. So and I just made the mistake of, you know, she know what's up, man. She know I gave her a spinal tap. She know I was her with me.
Podson's still in the building.
Yeah, nah, she tried to take it there, but you can't do that with a nigga that's I'm already out my mind. Like, what you gonna do, expose me? You ain't got no DMs like I got them. Cause you be going crazy on my shit. I just
saw you post the screen, the receipt.
I'm not about to be with you, baby. Come on. Come on, I'm not even a talker like that. They ain't got no girl out here like this nigga be exposing. He do that like that's his MO. Yeah. I don't do that. I'm a grown man. Like I don't even want to do that. That's not grown up. But since we got childish, I'm like fuck it. I'm with that too.
Take it there, right?
I'm with that. That's all it is.
This pause for a minute. This shout out our sponsors real quick.
For sure.
We got
www.waywardkid.com.
Yeah, your site for all entertainment, news, sports, and
lifestyle trends.
They also have the Wayward Kid Foundation for all your editing program classes and all that. Follow them, like their Facebook page, Wayward Kid, and follow them on Instagram.
Check them out.
At Wayward Kid Online. We have Silly Man TV presents Childish 3.
The Pajama Jam. You still want to do that?
They're doing the Pajama Jam comedy edition on Saturday, March 21st. They'll actually be on the DanYo&Tita podcast too. We're trying to work that out.
Okay, let's get them on, man.
Before the show.
Yeah. 8 p.m. The Alamo Draft House.
Draft House, yep. Located at 1140 East Baseline, Tibia, Arizona. 85283. Shout out to Miss Joanne Muhammad. She's a
Joanne Muhammad. Appreciate you.
Definitely. Thank you.
She's actually working on a new book.
Oh, dope, man.
Oh, that's
yeah.
That's cool. What's her Instagram? Was it at Wisdom999?
Yes, I believe so.
At Wisdom999. Check it out.
There.
Right.
And then we also shout out to Icon Radio. Matter of fact, you can listen to this show, this particular one again, at 10 a.m. on Icon Radio. And also go to the DanYo&Tita YouTube page. Subscribe to that.
Mm-hmm.
You see the visual on there. And also shout out to Support District Radio.
Support District.
Now back to the fuck shit. Man, this how you doing? How was your experience though over at Power and Ground Zero?
Did you feel that you learned giving you the
yeah, I mean the experience of actually being on radio and seeing it, like, that was great.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Matt Rich, for giving me the opportunity. Always blessed for Matt Rich for giving me that opportunity.
So it was Matt Rich that
Matt Rich reached out to me, and I mean it was good, but just once you get in there and you see the politics of it, then that was like a turn off to me.
Right.
Like the politics is like on some bullshit.
Right.
Like, allegedly, a queen that Kapo was messing with, allegedly, she got allegedly banned from coming up there because of the Jules situation.
What?
Yeah, like she couldn't even come up there and play her music.
Yep, and that was something Jules started too.
She couldn't play her music over that situation. I'm like, and
that's bullshit, man.
I'm like, nobody's bigger than the culture.
Right.
Your petty beefs, nobody's bigger than the music.
Right.
Because the music is never going to leave.
That's real. That's
real.
Real.
Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. He's dead.
Facts.
The music is still here.
Yes.
Rest in peace, Tyke. Rest in peace, Tyke Patterson.
That's
Trap
real.
House.
Yeah.
Rest in
Music
peace,
is
Trap
still
House.
here.
Trap House.
Just because you have a petty beef with somebody, I'm not going to say, okay, I don't want to fuck with your art.
Yeah.
Right.
Now you power tripping and you ain't got no power. So I'm like, there was another queen,
Shalanita, ooh, that's my baby mama. Say Shalanita, ooh, I love her.
I saw
Shalanita, my love, yeah.
I saw her music. I was like, damn, she dope. I was like, she dope. And then allegedly, I wanted them to come up to the platform, and due to, at this point, Jules wasn't even on the show.
Wow.
And she pulled that move not to have her on the show.
Wow.
Allegedly.
That is so petty.
And in alleged she really do that. Like, that's one of the DMs I didn't post. Because, like, soon as me and Jules got into it and I took it there, I started getting a bunch of notifications. Message unsent by send. Message unsent by send on Instagram.
Wow.
Like, Jules threatened, she was like threatening to blackball me from the whole entire Arizona. Wow. She was like, I'll make sure you do nothing in here.
Like, she got pulled.
She ain't got it like that.
But
she
still,
got pulled.
But still. So I'm like, it's really on some, I feel like I'm in the Me Too movement.
Right.
What's going on? Like, you threatening the black ball, you was like, Jesus will never fuck with you again if I say the word. Like, I'll make sure nobody hears your name in here. You don't do nothing for Arizona without me. And I'm like,
wow.
That time when the time when Marlon, somebody was getting into it. This is when Marlon first got on. It might have been somebody, the homeboy from the Lyricist Lounge, girl.
Oh, I'm talking about Jamil.
Yeah, his girl was getting into it with Jules over some situation, and then Marlon had commented on the jokes. You know, Marlon's a comedian, so Marlon makes jokes.
Right.
It's still good for comedians to make jokes.
Right.
Like, she messaged me like, she know I can have, right? This is about Marlon. She know I have him on the show. I'm just like, these niggas is on some power shit, like on some bullshit. Allegedly.
Yeah, man.
She has too much power.
I didn't like the shit the old dude said yesterday, man, when he started talking about people failing in all type levels and talking about people age and like, man, it's like, dude, I just don't understand what's going on there. Right.
I don't get.
Man.
He said,
no, he almost lied.
Right.
I'm gonna keep it real. He said that you were talking mess on the other station.
I'm not sure. I didn't say nothing about him at the
I listened to that interview. No personal shots at all, so I don't know where he says that you took a personal shot at him.
Personal,
yeah,
instant.
He got personal. He got a little butthurt on that.
Yeah, man.
But like I said, Jesus, very talented at radio. Yeah. Very talented. Not gonna be no hater at all. Great radio voice.
Yeah. Man.
And he takes the initiative to get shit done. Okay. But he gets in his feelings a lot.
Real fast.
And
man.
like, to me, I've always asked him, yo, squash that beef for justice, man. Y'all fucking scene. Because you on a platform, whatever you say, power is a platform. Mm-hmm. And if that platform's not with the scene, that justice ain't beefing over no real shit. Y'all ain't beefing over shit. What y'all? And justice is so fight. Then we can shake hands at let's go in the middle of the dirt and fight. And me and Justice had our issue. Like I said, me and Justice pieced it up. Because me and him said, nigga, we don't really have no beef against each other.
Right.
I don't owe you no money. You don't owe me no money. You ain't talking about my mama. You ain't diss my kids. Like, you ain't
right.
Like, crazy. Like, Jesus need to squash that shit, man, for the betterment of the scene.
Freeze is in the building, y'all.
Freeze. Welcome. Come on in.
Legend. Yes, sir. I gotta ask you a question though, Tom.
Yeah.
I gotta play a little devil's advocate on this.
Yeah.
One. He said that you weren't trying to learn the board.
Right.
What's that situation about? Were you trying to learn the board? You didn't have time to learn the board.
My thing is, to me, I'm the talent.
Right.
I'm the talent.
Right.
When I see Charlamagne the God and I see Ebro and I see all these personalities, I don't see them running the board.
Right.
Now, I'm not opposed to running the board.
Right.
But you have to pay me.
Right.
To get to, okay, I feel you.
Now, I've been up there for a year. I wouldn't get paid for nothing for a year. I hosted 2 shows for y'all for a year. I used to host shows for a living.
Right.
Yeah.
For me to touch the mic and get on your stage and hype the crowd up, has to be some compensation.
I understand
and
that.
Y'all in a big corporation. You getting money, Rich getting money, niggas getting money.
Right.
To me, it should have been like, yo, all right, Tone, here's the plan. Come in here, we're gonna hire you, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
It was no communication of where the money come from. And y'all came and got me for the show. I'm making all the flyers from the show. I'm the only one promoting the show.
Right.
When's the last time you seen Jesus post something on his page about the show?
No, I see Bad Rich posting stuff.
You never see Jesus promote the show.
Right.
Yeah.
And the artists come up there, they want to talk to me because I'm the nigga. I have the history in the streets.
Right.
The niggas didn't even know who Bookie Loke was.
Right. Because they don't.
How you with our #1 profile? You don't know who Bookie is.
They don't care, man. They don't care, dog.
Come on, man. Bookie? You don't know who Bookie is?
Right.
I remember Bookie from when I was in high school. Nigga, I got his CD when I was like a
right.
Love the opportunity. There was no part plus the banning of niggas. Like I don't ride with that, man.
You was like, if you gonna want me to learn more stuff, you gotta officially put me on.
Yeah.
Or give a plan. I figured like I would think you would say, hey, you learn the boards, you show me some initiative, we'll hire you on. No one's gonna just learn the boards just to be doing it. You know what I mean? I wouldn't think no one. If you told a person, hey, you could be hired on if you learn these boards, or if you do this and you can show that you can run the show on your own, then a person probably would have took the step to learn those things on their own. But not getting paid, man. I think.
And then in that same Facebook post, he had said the times that I did it, it wasn't. He said the times I did it wasn't good.
Right.
He's a whole ass lie. The time me and Marlo did that show by ourselves, that was the time that show was fucking lit.
Definitely, that was fire.
We opened up the phone lines, talking to people. They don't even want to open up the phone lines up there. Because I think niggas will call in and be like, start slandering them.
Yeah.
Facts.
That's crazy.
Once again, salute Mad Rich. Mad Rich is the DJ. He brought me up there, but like, I would have loved they did it, but there was no clear communication of a plan.
I have a question though. So were you just I'm done and walked away, or was there a discussion about you not be on the show no more?
It was some bullshit. It was
because
he said I'm away, and that the new host didn't want no co-host.
Oh, there's gonna be a new host going on. Okay.
And you know who the new host was?
That one, yeah.
I don't.
You know who the new host was last week?
You saw the
It
new
was
host
last week. So the new host didn't want no co-host. Then he was like, well, you can come up, and he said, well, you can come up there when I'm up there. So I'm like, come on, man. I'm already leaving late on a Sunday. I got a girl. My queen want me to be on Sunday waxing Sunday yams.
Wow.
Everybody like Sunday yams.
Facts.
Right.
Yeah. Facts.
So
Needed.
You was like, I'm not doing that, and then you walked away from it.
Yeah, I was. Before that, I kind of knew like the week when Richie Evans came over.
Right.
I knew it was some different energy.
Right.
Okay.
So I was like, when Super Bowl weekend, I was like, no, I'm not coming. I kept saying I wasn't coming because I'm a Cancer, so I have intuition. I just know when the energy isn't right. So I was like, plus in radio, I think like radio is too constricting for me. So I'm gonna have to, if I ever want to do radio again, I'm gonna have to come back to the table with leverage.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna have to come back to the table. It's like, okay, this is on my resume. I got this many blah 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 on my own platform. Yeah. I just can't go in there green. I mean, it was a great experience.
I saw you been heavy on over there on Instagram too.
Yeah.
I think you already got leverage.
I did.
I think you already got leverage, and I think that's what they need to learn. You know, like most of the people that try to come in cahoots with them really trying to collab and partner, because niggas get views, niggas known by people. Like we bring y'all what y'all bringing us. Right. It's really a collaborative effort.
Right.
Yeah.
So when you try to shit on us, like it's really disrespectful.
I don't mean to cut y'all off, but it's not a. I own that shit. It's theirs.
Right.
Y'all niggas don't own nothing.
Right.
That's in here is speaking from a position of a slave.
Yeah.
Y'all sound like a whole bunch of slaves the whole time riding here listening. You sound like, oh, they this, they that, or this girl Jews, or they that. Right. I'm trying to buy a radio station. Who got in on it?
Right.
Yeah, word.
I already got the building. Already got the generators and the shit to do it. Who in on that?
Right.
You know how I move. Right. This is what I've been talking about.
Right.
Like, kill that shit, bro. Y'all sound lame as hell, bro. That shit sound lame. Talking about how these white people and these Mexicans don't want to let y'all run the culture. This ain't our fucking culture.
Right.
This is their culture. This is Atlanta for Mexicans out here.
Right.
Period.
You're right.
So,
true.
You're right.
Deal with it, bro.
You're right.
Like, deal with it. Don't sit around and talk about how these people not giving you opportunities. Create the opportunity. Be the change you want to see.
Let me get you over there.
But you one of the main people who's had the platform for hella years and ain't never used it. You don't use it. You don't use it for the crowd. You don't fuck with the street. You know that. Period.
I know that, but
I am the. You know that, bro. Name more I put you in the studio first. You rapped at you used to rap at White A House when we had a studio in there. New Day started with Therapy Entertainment, Stevie Thunder, Brick, Nico Gorgeous. Come on, bruh. I am the streets.
Nobody.
You are not connected to the streets, bruh. You do have a platform. You are a voice. You're one of the main voices here in the city. But you not the streets, bro.
I didn't say I was the streets, but I am connected to the streets.
Yeah, but when I got up
connection
there, don't mean nothing. There's a lot of niggas connected to people that don't get nothing from their connection.
When I got up there, I tried to get you up there.
Nah, they have never invited me up there.
No, I'm telling you what I was doing.
No, but listen to what I'm saying. I don't care.
No, but I understand you don't care. But I'll tell you what I was doing.
That doesn't affect me.
I was trying to get Buki Loke up there. I was trying to get them niggas up there.
But that's not gonna help my career, my nigga.
I didn't say it was.
No, that's what we need to be focusing on. Let's stop focusing on lining up behind these white people, man, and let's focus on putting people on.
I 100%
How can we put somebody on?
I 100% agree with you with that.
But that's not what y'all talking about.
When I got up there, it wasn't on so.
But that's not what you're
Tone
talking
on no
about. I
Hollywood
just
shit, my
listened to this
nigga.
whole interview here, bro. The whole interview here, I've been tapped in listening, and I'm a fan of Two-Tone. You know this from when Two-Tone was a rapper.
But when I got up there, my nigga, when I got up there, my nigga, it was me fighting for niggas to get up there.
We started this shit together. I'm talking about 99, 2000.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? We've been no. I just was riding down here, watching the show. I'm listening to it. I'm watching it. I'm listening, and I have my own opinion about what I was hearing. And what I was hearing, to put no artist on. What I'm hearing is a disgruntled employee who got fired or who got let go.
No,
or some niggas or bruh was on here bashing old girl he used to smash on when she ain't shit. She's not a factor in the city. No one cares who she is. Like no one even cares. Don't nobody care who Jesus is. No one cares who these people are, bruh. Who have these people put on? Name somebody who they have put on. Fuck them people. Let's stop talking. Let's talk this new radio station I'm trying to buy. You feel me? We already got a frequency. Let's get black money. Let's talk about putting black money together and get our own thing. Until we have ownership, it's just a good conversation. And we sound like a bunch of slaves. That's what it sounds like with me watching it riding up here. It just sounds like a bunch of people arguing about somebody else's shit. They platform, their money. If they wanted me to do this, they should have paid me. No. They gave you an opportunity. They put you on the mic in front of all them people. How did you use their opportunity to blow Two-Tone? What did you use their opportunity for you? That's what I want to see. Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what the conversation should be. Just my opinion. I wasn't coming in here trying to bash you.
No, this good.
I wasn't trying to clown nobody.
This healthy.
But as I was coming in, as I was coming listening, I'm like, damn, like, I wanted to say something so bad. I wanted to talk to the phone.
No, this is
this ain't gonna work.
There's at seminars and everything.
Man, forget all of that. Forget all of that. Forget all of that. No, forget all of that, bruh. I got niggas real deals. Real deals. I got niggas who got real TV shows and real shit going on right now. We flying to Alaska this weekend where they just sent us 10 bands for me to come teach them the shit niggas out here don't want to know. Facts. Like facts. This is facts. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's not discuss opinions. Let's talk about facts. And the fact is, we don't own the radio station. The fact is, ain't no black people, like you said. It ain't no radio stations with black people on it. The only one is 102.5. The rest of them, you have Mexican and white people selling us our culture. It's not our culture. Facts. This is a fact. This is a fact. And as long as you expecting, and my brother, I applaud you for what you did for the people, how you said you helped them get their rights back and this and that. But we need to help black people. They got enough of that shit out here.
Nah, but I think
what's happening to help black people?
Do that out here.
No, you don't. The problem. I'm from Phoenix, born and raised here, bro. Okay. And if you feel like you have to do it here, that you're part of the problem. Because I ain't never did it. And I've been successful, and I'm successful in helping black people. The problem is I don't have enough black people riding with me because they feel that way.
I was just
this is facts. Let's not talk opinions. How I feel. I came out here to talk facts.
let's talk
facts.
In order for somebody to go, you have to go through it, right? You have to live and you learn. I didn't know shit about the radio business. I didn't know shit about that. So when I got to say, oh, okay, this is how the shit works. You have to play like this. You have to play this game. This is the politics.
No, you don't have to do that.
I had to.
Yeah, because you got a job, nigga. I ain't talking about. Let's talk about that. Right. Figure out them politics. Ain't no politics and ownership. It ain't no politics and ownership.
Right, because it's your own shit.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm discussing here. Black people here in Phoenix have no platforms. All of our platforms piggyback white people and Mexican people's platforms.
Only 3 of us in this motherfucker.
I don't. Podson Radio don't do that. My shit's straight black owned, black success, all black, 100%. You know, did all around the country, straight black. But in Arizona, you do have to cater somewhat. You don't got to cater, but at the same time, other than that, then don't fuck with the demographic.
No, it's not even.
If that's the like, now let me say this real quick, just because you got all your points out. It's like how you said about like this is a Mexican Atlanta. Okay, Atlanta got Mexicans. Atlanta is full black, right? We're not running the motherfucking Mexican stations. We're not. I know that, obviously, but it's mostly black.
No, it's not.
It's all right. I'm done.
I'm done. Atlanta, bro.
I'm done.
That's where I live.
I'm done.
I live inside the 285. I live in Atlanta.
I know.
I'm
done.
The difference is they understand unity and they work together.
Yeah.
So even though you have white people there who have more than them, even though the Mexicans have moved there and bought all the way up Buford Highway and built malls and everything in the last 2 years, they're really thriving out there.
Yeah.
Because they understand unity, bro. And every nationality of people who go there, they click up with their nationality.
Nah, I feel you,
and
bro.
they grow. But in Arizona, we don't think we have to. We think we have to click up with other nationalities. How can Chinese people come to Arizona with no and eat?
Man, we get a weave shop.
How can they come here and eat? They don't. They don't care about nobody else. They just come here with a product.
Wigs and all kinds of shit.
They set up shop and sell a product.
Right.
Where do they shop at? Do they go to the malls?
What we supposed to do when niggas don't want link though?
Do they go? And it's not about doing what. It's just not about niggas not wanting to link.
They don't want to. I tried.
I can't say.
And others that been here.
To right now, has promoted and put on black artists, Mexican artists, white artists, all different kind of artists. From then to now, I got three projects on that about 20 to 30 people on my projects are dead. It's about 8 people on major deals off of my shit. Like real shit. Everybody done came through my line. You can't even miss these niggas. If they didn't come through me with my label, they recorded at my studio. They was on my project. They got them bust something. Everybody. You can't name one. So that's what I'm saying. Be the change that we want to see. Right. We can't wait till years go down the line and we keep talking about first it was Power 92. Then it turned to Power 98. Now we talking about just a girl named Jules. Right. Like, come on, man. Like, I'm not feeling that shit. Just not me. I'm not feeling that shit. When it's enough niggas here that spend enough money on Saturday night and Friday night at International and at these other clubs to buy their own radio station.
Them Bel Airs.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like it's enough to buy our own. But that's not the focus because no disrespect to my brother on the end, but we all feel like we got to cater to a demographic instead of catering to ourselves. When you say, yeah, you do if you don't understand your market. If you don't understand what you bring to the market, you do have to cater to the customer. But I understand what I bring to the market. So with me knowing what I bring to the marketplace, I'm coming in like a Cane's or like Culver's.
I also want to say,
I'm not starting out like O'Kane's fish and chips.
Hey, look, I was telling Daniel before you came too. I actually have heard of you because I'm a little younger, but coming up and shit, like Willie Norpo was like one of my OGs. My pops put him on and shit. He ran Gladiator Records. So I've heard of you, bro. Definitely look up to your shit 100%. And I think it's fly for sure. And nigga, you make a lot of fucking excellent points.
Definitely.
But I think you gotta listen better. Like, you know what I mean? I don't think you listen that well.
I didn't come here to listen. I told you I've been riding in the car listening to y'all talk. So I came with a whole bunch of rebuttals. I came with a clip of rebuttals.
Nigga came firing.
I didn't come to talk about this and get caught up in the same conversation that was going on. I came to shake the conversation up.
No, and it's good conversation, but I'm like, I ain't heard Daniel say nothing in 10 minutes. This nigga the moderator.
I've been watching them so.
Yeah.
100%. 100%. I remember back when you was throwing award shows and you was saying, "Come get licensed with me." You was telling me this shit from I don't even know when that fucking award show was, but you was like, "Nigga, come get you publishing." I can. You was telling me this shit.
And if you would have did that, you wouldn't have got treated like that on the radio.
But
and you would have owned all your time that you was on the radio, and you would be receiving residual income.
I had to crawl so the next nigga can run.
No.
Yes.
Back to that same conversation again.
No, that's true though.
Even if whether you would have been on a radio station or not, I'm still buying one. So you didn't have to do that, bro.
No, I'm saying
that's all I'm saying.
There might be a nigga that's listening to this, a young nigga, a young personality coming up, and they gonna be like, "Oh, you hot. Come up and do Ground Zero." Now he knows the game.
Nah,
because I've been through it.
Then he gonna go through the same thing you went through.
That's not. You don't think that's an opportunity though, Freeze?
Hell no.
You know.
Call J times 3. That's my partner. He in Atlanta flourishing.
Yeah.
Flourishing because he finally went somewhere where people is gonna allow him to work.
But he did show the way to here. He showed people the way that they could do.
He used this as a stepping stone.
I know, but he was definitely inspirational around here. Definitely.
Now it can be inspirational.
Right.
Watching another motherfucker step on your back can be inspirational. but you can't mislabel that as somebody showing you the way.
Right.
Because they stepped on your back to get to where they're going. Even though you saw them do it.
Right.
That don't mean they showed you the way.
Definitely.
That mean they used you as a stepping stone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what he did. And that's what a lot of people are doing. And no disrespect to nobody, but I'm not from that, and I'm not going for that. I'm not signing up for that. I don't want to be a part of that. I don't even want nothing to do with that.
Hey man, you know I'm 100% behind that.
And
I think we should have our own station.
We don't want opportunities. We create them.
Right.
I'm teaching my kids. We don't, even now to the point where I'm about to open a school.
Right.
For those who don't know, I wrote a curriculum that's in South High School now.
Right.
A friend of mine helped me sauce it up and spice it up. We have a curriculum in there that's been in there for 2 years now with people getting credits off of our curriculum.
Right.
We're not sitting around talking about what we think.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Be the change you want to see.
Right.
Do it, bro.
Just
that's real.
But ain't nobody talking about that. Him feeling like he got put off the radio which was shady because he was one of our best voices we need on the radio.
Right.
Marlon being on the radio was cool, but we didn't need Marlon on the radio. Him on the radio.
Right.
Marlon is a comedian. Go crack jokes somewhere. We'll create many opportunities for you to be a comedian. Right. He needs a show. He needs to be on somewhere people can see him. But listening, the ear to the streets, the culture, the music, he can he can get on a computer right now and say, bro right here is trash. And he's going to get about 100 people in his inbox on his head.
Right.
Yeah,
right now.
Space.
That's where when he said he moves the culture and he has the streets, he has the people.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Because they follow what he say.
Definitely.
Not even knowing what he really is about.
Right.
What you about, Tom?
What's going on?
I'm about
Tom, what's going on?
Yeah. Hands down. He's the best rapper in Phoenix. Hands down. Don't nobody want to battle him. Hands down. Back from when he was flipping his sidekick out.
I know some young niggas that'll eat Tone.
You know what I'm saying? Bro, he did a mixtape series called Barbecue. Am I capping?
No, you
And he was barbecuing niggas. And that's what it was. Barbecue these niggas. Yeah. And then when he got to the point to where there was no more competition, he changed it up and started doing something totally different. And then he went to just kind of trolling. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I was pushing Rich Rico. I put
Rich Rico. Did start pushing Rich Rico.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
But Tone is really like one of them people that we need in them positions. But all I'm saying, and I'm gonna continue to say this, and I stand by this, is until we have ownership, bro, we're gonna keep having the same problem, and we're gonna keep. When I was a kid, it was AM 1540 or some shit like that. Then it was like KDKP. Then it was like then you had Slave Entertainment and For Life and them who started. Thurman now still has the frequency. That's what I'm linking with now to bring the radio station back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They already got a tower.
What Kapo said is true though, bro. but I've been in my shit, running my shit for 3 years straight. And truthfully, I do get a lot of support from my niggas. My shit is blackety black.
Yeah. Right.
Even when I first started, my whole black, my whole family.
Right.
But most people that tap in with me, other than Atlanta, like I get love in Atlanta. Nigga, it's the Mexicans. Right. You know, like niggas fuck with me, don't get me wrong. But how do you get niggas, even the niggas who run they own shit, like they don't tap in with me. I see the Archwood Exchange or whatever the black people buy marketplace or all the shit that go. None of these niggas. Actually, I take that back. Archwood did reach out to me, but other than that, niggas don't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how do you get niggas to tap in?
Exactly. Yeah. In my own personal opinion, one thing that I've noticed just in my own quest, is that everybody has something that they're trying to do. So like, he's a rapper, you have a podcast, they have a podcast. He said he's a personality. I feel like I'm a personality.
Right.
So who's gonna support us if it ain't no fans in here?
Right.
Nah, that's real, and I don't mean so much.
So, no, I'm just saying that for a whole.
Yeah.
So if you're dealing with 5.5 million people in the metropolitan area, and then you break that down to 0.2 something% black people, and then you add in how many rappers it is, then you take away the bitches and the other people fuck about music.
Yeah, I see
and
what
the
you
niggas
mean.
who only thing you dealing with is niggas who do what you do.
Everybody trying to get
and
it.
then you expecting a nigga who your competition to support you.
Yeah.
Where
it's too many leaders, man. Not enough followers.
It's not even
man.
that. It's too many followers pretending to be leaders.
Because
don't nobody own nothing.
That's real.
So it don't matter.
That's
no
real.
disrespect, but like my man Rock, this is a great studio. I come here, I check this out. This is one of my favorite places to come.
Definitely.
But it's not owned by Marmara.
Right.
I own where my building is at.
Right.
See the difference? We have to change the mentality.
Nah, that's fair.
We have to own. If we don't have no ownership, then we just here temporary.
Right.
We just here till we missed the rent 2 months and then we locked out.
No, you're right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's hard to set to lay your foundation, to pour your cement. How can you pour your cement and it ain't yours?
Definitely.
I really don't even want to paint a house if I'm renting it. I don't want to hang too much on the walls. I don't want to do too much.
Right.
So say for example, look at your life that way. When you just renting space, but if your intellectual property, if you own that, my son is 8 years old. He in the car right now, and he's watching this on the phone because my son is 8 and he make more money than most rappers off of YouTube already.
You did.
You know what I'm saying? Because he understands it, and then he comes to my summer camp. So if any of y'all got kids, this summer, every summer we do a summer camp. It's the Idle Time Project. You can find it on Facebook and look it up. But it's for ages 7 to 16. Okay. And what we do is we teach the kids how to do all of this. Right. When they finish, they running a podcast. Right. They shooting videos. Right. They're recording and filming. I got producers who 9, 10 years old. My son is 8. His name is Nasir Johnson. His song is called Pow. You can look that up on YouTube and bump his music. You know what I'm saying? Dope. But just understanding to teach them to understand that you own this. This is yours. Get paid for this.
Right.
At 8.
Right.
So now when he turns, how old are you, bro?
25.
When he turned 25, you know how much residual my son gonna have? You know how much revenue, how much when you say leverage and come back with the leverage, you know how much leverage my son gonna have?
Right. You know what I'm saying? Money in his sleep.
Exactly, because I'm teaching him about ownership. Right. But I got a whole bunch of homies who ain't teaching their kids that. So they kids come to my studio and record, and I'm teaching my younger son who's 6, Jesus, how to be they CEO.
Right.
So yeah, we just gonna sign them niggas to you. He's 6 and he got some 21, 22. Myke, if I can get him, I want to sign him too. And my son gonna be his CEO.
Right.
Because I guess their parents didn't teach them about ownership.
Nah,
they want jobs.
Right.
My son want to own the radio station. We was sitting down the other day talking about basketball. He was watching Zion play last night. He said, "Daddy, I don't want no arm sleeve without the Nike swoosh in. I want some kind of symbol on it." I said, "Why you want a symbol on it?" He said, "Because it's fresh." I said, "Well, won't you put your symbol on it and charge them to wear their symbol?" He said, "Well, how much can I get?" I said, "I don't know. LeBron got 75 million. They gave James Harden just got 200 million.
Right.
Won't you see what you can get?" He said, "Okay, well, I'm not wearing this no more. I'm gonna wear a straight black one. And then when it's my turn, I want 100 million to wear they symbol." Handing that as a kid, he sells his own When I wake up, where's my merch, Daddy? Did you call the printer? I need my merch. Because he under a basketball game on walking in the gym with his merch, somebody might want to buy. But I'm just teaching my kids about ownership. 20-something, 30-something, talking about how his job is treating him. You know what I'm saying? I was just telling my baby mom the other day, I don't even know how to make a resume.
Facts, me neither.
I don't know how to make a resume.
Yeah.
I own more property and got more shit than all the people I know who stand by their resume. I got a GED, bruh. I dropped out of school, got me a GED, learned the game.
Let's came here hot. You came here hot.
Right.
So let's rewind. Like, it's supposed to be a freeze interview. Okay.
It's all about ownership.
Let's start at the beginning. I met you at a studio at Wade House, the OG house, and you own at that time you owned a barbershop.
Right.
Like, tell the people how you started cutting hair, because you got many fucking traits, nigga. You know how to cut hair, chef, all that.
I started cutting hair when I was about 12, 13. So when I was like about 12 or 13, I would cut everybody in my neighborhood. Everybody in the Vistas used to come to stand on my back porch.
Okay.
And I used to be like $3 a cut. My mom wasn't even tripping. She was like, so then my mom said,
at an early age, who put that entrepreneurial spirit in you?
Nobody. I grew up across the street from Minister Joel Muhammad.
Okay.
So you might know Saeed Khalif, Slave Entertainment, Faux Life. I grew up with them dudes. Okay. Like their dad is like my mentor.
Okay.
So and he was the minister of Muhammad Mosque number 32. So as a kid, I would just be pull up in front of my house.
Wow.
And I would go out and shine his rims for $10 or something. You know, you ever see Paid in Full, and it's like all them people out in front of the street, and they chilling with the money everywhere. So this was in front of my house for probably about, from when I was probably about 3-4 years old, so I was probably about 13. This is all I saw in front of my house every day. All the biggest drug dealers in Phoenix would be in front of my house. Lamborghinis, Ferraris, because Slave Entertainment, Faux Life, these niggas live in front of me. So all of their friends, and then like this whole strip was drug dealers. It was amazing. So I would take the speaker and put it in the yard and play my music out of my room for the niggas outside. That would make them stay there. So then they would stay there, and I get to clean their rims, hang around their cars, just be in the atmosphere. Then it went to, hey bro, walk the speedy stop, little man. Here, take this 10, take this 5, take this 20. So then I already didn't like going to barbershops because I used to get my edge up jacked up. So I used to be like, nah, I'm not messing with it. So I started cutting my own hair. So I would cut my own hair, but nobody knew I could cut hair. So all these people in front of my yard, and I would cut my little brother hair. Somebody see me cutting my little brother hair and be like, hey, how much you charge to cut? And I'd be like, $2. And they'd be like, all right, bet. So then I would have full of niggas for $2. You know what I'm saying? And then once I got good, it went to $5. And then it went to $10. You know what I'm saying? And then it was time to go to college. So when I went to college and I left, when I was in college, I used to write on the door, like on my dorm door, like, I got a class at 8, I'll be back at 10. I got a class at 11, I'll be back at 12:20. Put your name in these empty slots. And I would come back throughout the day and check my door to see who wanted a haircut. So I was just building up my craft everywhere I went. No matter where I went, I knew with my hands and my clippers, I wouldn't be broke. So so then I was like, you know what? I'm finna get a barber license. My mom was like, bro, you tripping.
So you went to barber school?
Yeah, I went to barber school. Wow. In between, like I told you, I got a GED. So in between high school and college, my mom was like, you're not finna just do nothing. So I went to barber college and knocked that out in like 10 months. Got a barber's license and was cutting a dude hair who was like, and I'm like, yeah. He was like, well, I recruited you from the University of Charlotte. You played at Central High School in Phoenix. I'm like, yeah. He was like, yeah, well, we still offering a scholarship if you're interested. And then I went to a Jerry Mullins camp in Tulsa, Oklahoma for like the top junior college players in America.
For basketball? Okay.
Did really good at the camp. And then I ended up signing with a junior college in Iowa called Ellsworth Community College. So I went to Ellsworth, did 2 years there, and slid out of there with a degree. Okay. And then ended up going to Northern Iowa, and I didn't graduate from Northern Iowa, but still got there. One of my friends called me and said, the barber just on my like, hey, bro, I need some money. This nigga want to sell the barbershop. So at 19, I bought a barbershop. You know what I'm saying?
What price did you pay?
I think we paid like $12,000 for it. Damn. You know what I'm saying? But we didn't own it. We just bought a lease.
Right.
So
okay.
I'm learning then.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't own it. I just own a lease.
Okay.
I'm self-employed.
Okay.
I don't own a business.
So every month you have to pay him. You have to pay him for out. Okay.
Most people are self-employed. They don't own businesses.
Right.
They own their job.
Right.
That's why it's called self-employment. You just own your job. You don't own a business.
Right.
But you disguise behind I'm a business owner because you're a sole proprietor.
Right.
But that's really cap. That's a brain fuck.
But listen, you got to start somewhere though. You got to start somewhere.
You don't. See, to me, my opinion, we start at the top.
You know what I'm saying? You're right. You do got to start somewhere.
No, you don't. and let me give you my opinion on my theory on that. We come here like Canes, Culvers. You got out of nowhere and went straight to the top. Why they didn't start out like Fish and Chips?
I mean, they had $1 million.
No, they didn't. They had a business plan. They had a model and a business plan. Once you get a business model and a plan for how to work this model, you can duplicate this anywhere.
Is people necessarily wrong for wanting to sit at the table and get their education first, though?
No,
you got it. No, definitely.
No, they not wrong. But what I'm saying is, you behind the buck.
Right.
Because the next nigga not sitting at the table getting his education. He paying to learn. That's called college.
But you learned, and that's what I think.
I paid to learn.
That's what I think is like
college. I paid to learn.
You have to be a follower to be a leader.
I'm not really sure about that.
You have to. You have to learn to be able to lead.
Yeah. Well, I do agree. You have to learn in order to lead.
Because you can't expect other people to follow you if you haven't followed someone else, though.
I kind of disagree with that. I understand where you're going, but there's some people I've never seen win who I follow.
Right.
There's some people that I don't even know if they won or not.
But did you
that I follow because I know they have a superior knowledge than I do when it pertains to what I'm trying to do.
Right.
But that don't mean that it worked for them.
Right.
But Freeze, the people that didn't make it, you learn from them.
That's what I'm saying, because I don't look at life the way everybody looks at it. That's why I didn't take the route everybody took.
Right.
I took a different path. You know
what
I'm saying?
Dash, low key.
I was trying to tell him that.
I took a different path. So I can't sit here and pretend like I feel like the person who took the regular path feels.
Right.
I don't feel that way.
Right.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So,
like,
19, you have a
oh yeah, so I got a barbershop.
So at that age, you were already put it, because the barbershop was on the south side, South Phoenix.
No, this was in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Your first barbershop?
Yeah, it was in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Oh, you bought over there.
Yeah, I got a barber's. I got my barber's license in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Your first barbershop that you bought was in Tulsa?
In Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Oh, shit.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
So
I didn't get the barbershop because I used to come here and tell everybody about what I was doing there, and they thought I was capping. So I used to come home for the summer and tell my cousins and my friends, bro, I opened a barbershop and I did this and I'm doing this. And they used to be like, yeah, my nigga.
Right.
Like, this sounds good. But,
right.
You know, show me.
Yeah.
So me and Jaybird was like, bro, it's this dude named Muhammad. He got the hip hop shop on 7th Street. He was like, but he got this space in there and he want to put a barbershop in there. Let's see if he'll do it. Yeah. So I said, meet me down there in the morning. I was only here for the weekend. This was September 11, 2001. Wow. So when the planes hit the building, I woke up that morning and my brother was like, bro, look at the news. The planes just hit the buildings, like boom, boom, boom. I'm like, damn. So I called Jaybird. I'm like, bro, is we still meeting at the place? Because this shit just hit this building. He was like, dude, a Muslim. He probably don't care about that shit. Let's meet down there. So we met at the place. This is real shit. So we met down at the place. And we discussed it with him, and he was like, yeah, I can get this finished for y'all. I can get the floors done. I can do da-da-da-da, and y'all just pay me this amount a month, you know, boom, boom. But I still don't own it. I'm just renting again. Right. So I was like, you know what? Cool, let's do it. And I never went back to Oklahoma, and I just started receiving a residual from my shop that's out there. I just started getting a dividend. And then like 15 years later down the line, they came in and bought the property. The landlord sold the property in Tulsa, so we ended up being bought out and getting paid for our business. And then we moved it down the street, and we still open in Tulsa. We've been open in Tulsa for 21 years.
So you still own a barbershop in Tulsa?
Yeah, no cap. And then but my barber shop here out here called Hella Bougie. the landlord at that spot. You know, because I went in and spent $12,000 on his property, and shit just kept breaking. Cut me a deal. He like, nah. So I just, you know, got up out of there and sued him and got more money back. But now I'm going more into ownership. I'm trying to buy a strip mall now. Like we have, it's just every situation I've been in where I've lined up behind people, it hasn't been successful for me. But every situation I've been in,
when you've been the one,
right.
Yeah, I've been successful as hell. Like, you know what I mean? My kids is happy. Like, my daughter just wrote a thing about rap. She had to do something in class where they was arguing and debating. And one of the kids was like, rap is bad and it's this and that. And my daughter was like, nah, rap bought my house. Rap buys these clothes I got on. Rap bought my uniform that I wear to class. Rap buys my food that I eat. So they can't teach the perspective or the narrative to my daughter that rap is bad because she lives off of rap.
She lives off rap.
Wow.
So it's just, it's a whole different vibe.
Let's get into rap because you have Fallon's fans.
Tony, new host.
Hey,
right.
He came in with glasses better than yours, taking your job.
I'm supposed to be in here. I had a whole thing I want to answer. Go ahead, dog. Everybody's Terrel now.
Nigga training. You training your replacement.
You have Fabulous Fades, and that's when I had met you through Nico, and then you at that time you was like, I'm gonna build a studio in the back of my shop.
Yeah.
And why did you decide you wanted to build a studio?
For Nico.
Because you wanted Nico to run.
I love Nico, bro. That was like my little brother, man. Right. And for whatever reason, he just kind of like abandoned me. But no, I'm just being 100. Right. But there was a time when I used to just cut his hair every week. Right. And he used to come sit in my chair and be like, bro, we ain't got nowhere to record. We ain't got this and that. And we had built a studio at Wade House. Right. But it was hard to kind of get in when you wanted to get in. And it was, we got to walk way around to the back room to record. And I knew I had this barber to put a studio back there, and then I could get a chance to see Nico work. I can get a chance to have hands on with his music and know that he banging out projects. So started, and then when I built it.
So during that time you was building the studio, then before YouTube was like even a thing, you came up with FREEZTV. Right. Yeah. Which
FREEZTV was actually
brother, I was like, I don't think you could do FREEZTV in this era.
No, you can't.
No, you can't.
Because there's YouTube.
Tell the people about FREEZTV. The first
okay.
Hold on, wait a minute. Freeze, tell them about FREEZTV.
No, FREEZTV was actually YouTube before YouTube existed.
It was dope.
That's dope, bro.
The whole platform, the website, the everything. And there's a dude named Keytoy. He had AZ Nightlife, little magazines, whatever. I went to Keytoy and I said, bro, I need you to build me this site. I have this idea where we're going to let people just upload their videos all day. We just going to build a big thing of content. We just need all the content. Yeah. And he was like, bro, that's going to be like 8 to 12,000 to build that site. No, this is like, 2002 or something, 2001. And I'm like, nah, I can't do it. Yeah. So what I can do is I have a baby mama whose older brother is a genius. So I asked this dude, I'm like, bro, what can I do since I can't access this? And he was like, because they was in the process of developing MP3 technology at that time. Like, I know the people who invented MP3 from right here. Yeah. Black people. And they got with a white company, and then they came up with it, whatever, but no ownership, so they didn't get no ownership in owning MP3. These white people get residuals forever, but they don't. Yeah. But he ended up getting hired by Bill Gates, and now he's up in Seattle working, making good money. He's a genius. Wow. But he told me, he was like, bro, you so dope, we need to just follow you with the camera.
This is vlogging.
You know what I'm saying? This is vlogging. Before vlogging. This is the big VHS cameras. You know what I mean?
The bluff, damn.
So he like, we gonna
we just he was an intern at BET at the time. He was turning with Rob Johnson.
Wow.
So he had a bunch of cards, business cards that was left over. We would go to like O'Malley's. We would go to this is before Famous Sam, so it was like O'Malley's and the Mason Jar and all these different places. And he would give them that card that said BET, and they let us in with the cameras, not even knowing that this ain't shit. You know what I'm saying?
Blood, man.
So we would get in and he would film everything, boom, boom, just my night, my interaction. So then he was like, bro, you know everybody, like everybody out here fuck with you, like everybody fuck with you. He said, so we just gonna make a project about you. So we start going out every night, just filming whatever I'm gonna do. What you gonna do tonight? I don't know, I'm gonna go to this club. Well, let's go. What you doing tonight? I'm just gonna chill with the homies and smoke weed. Okay, well we filming that. Or I'm gonna get some thoughts and I'm gonna have them bust it open. Okay, we gonna film that. Right. Just whatever you doing, we gonna film it. You know what I'm saying? And so we put together the first DVD, had like 13 hours. Like it was finished at 13 hours. We had like 80 hours of footage. But it was finished at 13 hours. Like, and I was like, bro, we need to chop this up and make it a 6-part series and make it two hours each. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Bro was like, nah, that's too much. You need to break this content down and make it to where people
that's
really
what Netflix doing now.
Yeah. Come on, man. Like, we had this idea way long before all this, but we didn't have the money and infrastructure to do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, with my baby mama, she's the editor of all of this, and we just started busting it down. We took 13 hours and turned it into 7, then 7 hours and turned it into 4, then 4 hours and turned it into 2. Then we got it down to 1 hour, and I was like, this is it. So I called Stevie Thunder. I'm like, bro, I need a record. Southside Phoenix, like that's me. That's just the streets. That's just and he came with that sample, that Anita Baker sample, that I'm from the south side of the Fiend, and it took off. You know what I'm saying? Then I dropped a record that was called We Some Riders. We Pull Up On You, because we them niggas out of Phoenix, Arizona. A song that you can play in the club in the right demographic and they all gonna know that record properly being marketed. Real flyers. Nobody out here even understood how to properly put their projects in position to be marketed. You know what I'm saying? They still don't understand about licensing, syncing, the things that really get you paid off of your shit. They still don't know that. That's why we do the conferences and the things we do. But in the process of doing that DVD, I started learning about barcodes and then messing with what's the record store on 19th and Camelback? Zia. Start messing with Zia's and putting my hard copies in their stores and understanding how I could turn 1,000 DVD. I could pay $600 for 1,000 DVDs and make 20,000 off of it straight through the streets. So I would do that like once a month.
Wow. Like
sold out, like no more DVDs. I would hit like the Martin Luther King March with 500 DVDs and leave with IOUs because I got money but not enough DVDs to sell people. You know what I'm saying? So now with YouTube, that doesn't even exist. You feel what I'm saying? Because like now I just upload it to YouTube and you just go watch it. Like why would you even buy it? You know what I'm saying?
YouTube,
but now understanding content, now it just made it a better way for me now. So now that I have this content, I'm able to redistribute my content and understanding the ownership of my music that's playing underneath my content. I'm making more money off of streaming old shit than I'm making off of new shit. You know what I'm saying?
Let's shout out our sponsors real quick before we continue with the interview and everything.
What time is it?
It's 11:16. We're about to end the zone in like 15 more minutes. All right. Then you want to tell them about the waywardkid.com?
Not while I'm eating.
Oh, you eating?
But hold on,
Hey, we're sponsored by Wayward. www.waywardkid.com.
Your site for all your entertainment, news, sports, and lifestyle trends.
Wayward, and they also have the Wayward. Well, we also are sponsored by
Man TV presents Childish 3, the Pajama Jam Comedy Edition on Saturday, March 21st at 8 p.m. at the Alamo Draft House in Phoenix, located at 1140 East Baseline Road in Tempe, Arizona, 85283.
Yeah, they got skits going on. That's going to make There you go, Freeze. What?
Good looking.
Yeah.
Keep me up there.
Right? Oh, you was out there? No. But yeah, shout out to Miss Joanne Muhammad.
Mm-hmm.
She donates. Also follow her at Wisdom999 on Instagram, and she's working on her new book as well.
And then at that point, you transitioned into being an artist.
Yeah. Well, I had to become an artist.
Because
no one would listen.
No one listened.
So I never wanted to be an artist. I'm not an artist.
You always wanted to be. I know you always wanted to be behind the scenes.
Yeah,
Even when I was over there rapping, you was like, "Nah, I don't rap. That's what y'all do. Y'all rap."
But no one wanted to listen. Like everybody, like I said earlier, everybody have their own plan.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I got a plan. He has a plan. We all have a plan. But I think my plan is the only plan that works. For real. Just like everyone thinks their plan is the only plan that works.
Right.
But that I know who took myself to MTV.
Right.
I'm the only person that I know who sit with my kids and watch my video come on MTV Jams, BET Jams. You feel me? Yeah. I'm the only person that I know who didn't sign with nobody, didn't get a cosign, didn't get a secret investor or none of that. No radio play in my own hometown.
Wow.
Let's talk.
And
fast forward. I remember you went to Atlanta.
Mm-hmm. The number one artist in Atlanta.
Then you came back. You came back with so much like game, but niggas was not paying you attention.
Right.
Pay attention. But then you went to Atlanta and kind of like you was like taking the shit
killing
over
it.
down there.
Killing
like,
it.
What happened? Because I remember you was telling me, you was like, bro, I can go into the club and the DJ be spending my shit all night. You was like, Gucci Man, that's what he do.
Right.
He go to different clubs and he recorded there, and then he go straight to the fucking club.
Right.
And they spinning that shit.
Wow.
Like
tonight, I can drive. I can hear right now on my live and say, I'll be in ATL tonight. And it's wide open. It's love. But that doesn't exist here.
Explain that. Like,
ownership. Ownership.
Right.
Ownership.
Right.
Niggas own the clubs. Niggas own the radio stations. Niggas own the. You can't even play. But forget Scottsdale. You can't even do it in Central Phoenix.
Man.
Yeah.
You can't do it on ownership, bro. Like once we get some on favorite things to talk about to my kids is to show this Mexican guy who I grew up next door to. I have a friend. These people was like first, second generation people with nothing. They grew up right next door to me with nothing. I watched their daddy do car interior and different shit like our whole life. Chickens flying over the gate in our yard, all of this, no speak English, nothing, like nothing.
Right.
But you fast forward to 2020 and their whole family is doing big.
Right.
Because they came with a plan. They didn't come to America like, well, we just coming to kick it.
To get a job.
We not coming to get. I don't think nobody ever got a job. Only the women. The men don't even got jobs. Them niggas own companies. They pulling up in trucks and different stuff. They got stickers on their trucks. They doing something. Mm-hmm. And I always point that out to my kids. And I also show my kids they aunties and they cousins who never did nothing but think they got it going on because they got a degree and a bullshit ass job. You know what I'm saying? I got a cousin who has a master's degree that work at Forever 21. And they going out of business. So I'm like, you're going to be looking for a new job real soon. Yeah. But she got a master's degree.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just teaching my kids that, bro, that shit ain't it. You might want to focus on a trade or you might want to focus on ownership. But in Atlanta, that's what they focus on is ownership. Yeah. But they also have 6 different universities in downtown Atlanta. So people forget that you have 4 prestigious black colleges in downtown Atlanta. Right. So one of their main exports is education.
Right.
So all of them dudes that's there is learning how to. 2 Chainz got a degree.
Yeah.
All of these rappers that we hear.
Yeah, talked about that last couple shows ago.
Atlanta rappers.
Playing, but
especially Atlanta rappers.
Here we export prisons. You know, we build prisons. Like they just built a new jail on 27th and Lower Buckeye. You can look it up. It cost $285 million to build. Mm-hmm. They just did Red for Ed, and the people was happy because they got $56 million for education. That's like only a fourth.
No, we spend way more on prison than we do education.
Well, no, it's not big. It's not more black people. That's a misconception. It's not more black people in Atlanta.
Yes, it is. I can't get with you on that.
Bro, it's not. It's not. It's only like 600,000 people there. It's 5.5 million people here, bro.
Yeah, but you know, even niggas on it, like City, motherfucking North.
Places, right? And once you leave the 285, it's more white people than all you
niggas
put together.
That's a fucking fact.
So that's all
but
I'm saying.
actual, like, that little circle, nigga, when I had never been to Atlanta before 2018, so I couldn't speak for it like that. But now I've been there like 14 times because that's become pretty much like my base. Like I get more hostings and love in Atlanta than Phoenix. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna get
So
more.
that shit scared me when I said all the cops was black. Nigga, that shit shook me up.
More black ownership.
So I say about 70% black. What'd you say?
No, it's only about 60%, 55, 60%.
Well, yeah, it shook me up.
But that's only inside the 285. Okay. When you go outside of the perimeter, it ain't no more blacks. Right. So when you look at it as a whole, blacks is still a minority, but they own everything.
They own in them businesses.
Yeah, they own everything. It might be, I know one dude who owned about 3 nightclubs.
Damn.
Man. One black dude owned 3 nightclubs. He paying a lease, and then
the white people.
Yeah, no. Don't know black promoters out here even stand on their own accord.
No.
The only black promoter out here who I think stand on their own accord, my own personal, is probably Dave Chambers. He probably the only one. Other than that, everybody else got a split with the owner of the club. Dave Chambers is probably the only person putting his own bag up. You know what I'm saying? Like put who he hanging with, niggas who own shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's all about ownership, bro. If you don't own it, you just visiting. You just monopoly. Pay rent whenever you land on my property. You know what I'm saying? And if I want to, I tell you when to pass go and don't collect $200. Go straight to jail. This is monopoly. Like
so
this.
What do you think how do you think an artist that's out here in Arizona, how should they maneuver out here? Should
they need to
leave?
No, they shouldn't leave. That's where I think leaving to Atlanta messed me up. It got me a dope fan base in Atlanta. I have a great fan base. I have a great base where I can go to Atlanta and I can get 500 to go to a strip club this weekend. I can get, all of the shit that I can't get here. I can get it there. But that's not my base. Them niggas didn't go to school with me. Them niggas don't know me. Them niggas don't give a fuck about me. They just look. So yeah, let's use this nigga. It boils down to it. This is my cousin, so I'm gonna lean more to my cousin. Or this nigga went to grade school with me. I got kids by this nigga's sister. So I'm gonna bless him instead of blessing him.
Right.
Where if I was smart, see what I've been teaching now in my studio is the 7 steps of income. And the first step is earned income. You got earned income, profit income, interest income, dividend income, capital gains income, and royalty income.
Right.
So when you and rental income, then capital gains. You know what I'm saying? So when you understand the procedures and the steps, then you can line it up. And what I did is I took away my earned income. My earned income was Phoenix. So when I took away my earned income, I started living off of my rental income and my profit income. So it's no longer profit if I'm living off of it. Now it's earned income. Now this money that I was making off of renting these properties, it ain't rental income no more. Now it's earned off of it. So one of my biggest mistakes that I myself and see that I made was actually disconnecting myself from Phoenix. Where I shouldn't have disconnected myself. I should have just moved like I did, but still kept my ties here. I just literally threw my phone away. I don't even know some of these niggas' phone numbers. Like I be seeing people and they literally like, bro, you still in Atlanta? I'm like, nah, I've been back out here for 2 years. But it's so disconnected. You know what I'm saying? Where out here, I was renting out the movie theater, putting 500 people in the movie theater. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm renting the movie theater on Mill, playing my own movies. Packing it out, just the homies. You know what I'm saying? Smoking out the theater. Big bag, but I bought the theater out for the day though. That's why I was able to do that. You see, I'm back ownership again. You know what I'm saying? Like I owned the popcorn stand that night. That was my candy. I bought it all. How much for all the candy, all the popcorn, all the seats tonight? So that y'all can't tell me what my people can and can't do.
Right. Man.
You know what I'm saying? Like ownership, bro.
This has been a dope show right here.
Yes, most definitely.
We had fun.
Yeah.
We got serious. And then it became about some business. Tone got in trouble earlier.
I do want to put out this.
But what we going?
I do want to put out a disclaimer that.
Go ahead.
That a lot of that rant The reason why it was directed to Tone is because I expect so much more from him. He is the voice. Like when I say he's not the streets,
he is.
He's not the streets like I'm the streets. Right. But I'm not the voice of the city. He's the voice of the city.
Right.
So
you are not the streets, nigga.
I think Tone's gonna have I think Tone's gonna have a big 2020. And
yeah, most definitely.
Like I said, we want to get him.
And hopefully wherever he go, we can syndicate his show so we can get it on our radio station when we buy this radio station.
Yes, sir.
Like, because we don't want. That's what's over. Like once we syndicate the Breakfast Club or we syndicate one of these morning shows, we taking all the people from all these stations.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So
you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's been a dope show right here. I appreciate everybody.
Hey, can I clip my name right quick? First of all, let me say I appreciate all the knowledge. I appreciate that. I take heed to it. I'm gonna really listen. I want to talk to you later about them 7 gains of income. But the thing with the when I was involved with the Mexicans is because I get ripped from them. So that's why I had to get. But also, what I've done for the black community, what I've done for the black community in Phoenix, I've thrown 7 shows, took losses on 2, and each of those shows I gave the artist the tickets for what I got them for, and you keep the money. You dig, for all of them, and they've got solids. They slots be longer than mine because I don't even like performing long. And if they sold the tickets good enough, they perform before the major headliner. I'll open earlier, depending on ticket sales. So I just wanted to say I'm involved with the black community too. It's just a little bit. I don't even want to call it lack of unity. It's just niggas ain't trying to link with niggas in the same.
Examples. We only got one example out here of success, and that's Rock a Dollar.
Yeah.
Other than Rock a Dollar, it's me.
What about Futuristic? You don't think
that nigga ain't a nigga. No, I'm being 100. He got black skin, but he ain't a nigga.
Nah, he's not.
He's not from the streets. Man, don't nobody.
He might be in.
Bro, what neighborhood can you take him in Phoenix? I'm talking about a real neighborhood. Like, come on, man. Let's not not hating on him or nothing. But he's not from where I'm from.
Okay.
He's not from this soil. He didn't grow in this dirt. You know what I'm saying? We didn't grow up with no grass. We grew up in dirt. We got rocks and dirt. That nigga didn't grow up in that, bro. We don't know. He's not a part of that. But what I'm saying is we're down here on the end with his podcast with DanYo, with y'all doing more two-tones. Until we get more examples of success, then we don't have no examples, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
Like it's hard to say what can we do or what do we need or what do we. Like you asked me, you said who did you look to?
Yeah.
These niggas ain't got nobody to look to.
That's real.
Right. What we do gotta do is. You know, I chopped it up with you before, and Tone.
Shout out to DanYo too. He's the guy, man.
I ain't nobody.
That nigga quiet, but he's the guy.
We do have to somehow build together.
We got to
and make that impact felt.
That's what I was gonna say on that.
It's definitely a key.
From this on, from this day on, it's got to be about building. From everybody in this room should be. That's all we should be about.
I'm with
the title of this podcast, DanYo&Tita podcast, but I can't. It's nothing without Dip, Aisha, and. I'll just be sitting in my room right now.
Right.
It was for them and I Rock and a lot of people involved
definitely
to help this thing build. So I appreciate y'all all coming through.
Yeah.
Tone, let everybody know your social media and where they can find you and what you got next coming up.
Oh yeah, you can find me on everything. This is Myke Terrel, MYKETE.
Oh my bad.
Everything Myke Terrel, and right now just working behind the scenes, building something, kind of put ideas, brainstorm.
For sure.
Freeze, Dame, aka Dame.
My son got cookies.
My son got cookies. Nah, bro, I'm just
tell them all your social media what you got next coming. I know you got a lot, so.
Right now we working on a documentary. It's called the immigration of blacks, the black immigration is cotton in the Southwest, the black immigration.
Okay.
And it's immigration with an E, not with an I. And
it's powerful.
It's talking about Arizona from 1860 to 2020.
Mm-hmm.
And we just busting it down from my perspective and based on my studies. You know what I'm saying? We're not whitewashing it. We're going to keep it all the way raw.
Yeah, and Arizona have a lot of history here. I think people don't realize that how long black people have been in Arizona putting it down and
black
owning.
People really founded Arizona,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you got to remember, like a lot of the black people that we see that's black that we identify with is These black people who self-identify like me, I'm like that's
this
real.
guy right here.
That's real. I'm one of
dope show right here, man.
Like, I'm one of,
This so dope right here.
I talk black, but I carry a card that says I'm Native American. Okay. I just got registered in my tribe, and now I'm a registered member of my tribe.
Dope.
You know what I'm saying? So this is information that we want to teach all of these so-called black people because they want us to think that we're African American, which makes us an immigrant with an I. So if they ever want to kick us out of this country that we're really from, then we're an immigrant. But we're not immigrants with an I.
That's Jules
we're
right
immigrants with an E.
Right. Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's
so
Jules for you.
This is just so this whole project is gonna be real dope, bro.
Yeah, man.
It's gonna be
dope.
real
Can't
dope.
wait, man. We can't wait.
But that's what I'm on. Just pushing the culture forward. Idle Time Music Academy will be available real soon. We getting ready to open a music academy. We already got the building. Now I'm just trying to put it together to bring it to the people. And that's it, man. We pushing curriculum. Into the future, it's all about curriculum.
And let us know, whatever we can help to get involved and,
man.
or promote.
Definitely let us know, man. We'll definitely promote you. Let get the word out for you, bro.
I appreciate it.
Kapo, man, what's popping?
Say Freeze, bro. I appreciate the knowledge, for real. I gotta say it again. But if they shit in Arizona like that, I had to shut up. Usually I'll talk. Because I want to talk my shit too, but I just had to listen,
hey, man,
bro. I appreciate that.
We the host, we ain't saying nothing.
I appreciate that. That's fire, bro. Yeah. But Kapo Bravado on everything.
Okay.
My Instagram, _Kapo. Twitter, I am Kapo Bravado because my other one got suspended. But song dropping with Casey Veggies March 12th. I own the publisher. It is.
Check.
Yeah, facts. But man, I appreciate all y'all, man, because when I first got to Arizona, I got introduced to East Mesa, Queen Creek, so I didn't know y'all type of people existed. I'm mad I'm meeting y'all type of people so late because I was around strictly white people. So like I didn't know. If I went down to 60, a couple more miles, if I would have gave my nigga a little extra gas money, I would have met all y'all. So, but I'm happy I met y'all now.
That's the shit, man.
Podson put me on watching y'all. Put me
like watching. I'm telling you, he's doing it. Houston, and I see like the way the people fuck with him. I'm like, yeah. But I wanted to give you your love too, bro, because obviously I say shit because I just like to challenge people, but I was very inspired by a lot of shit you were saying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And on top of that, I want to interview you now. You know what I mean?
You got the Cardinals player.
Yeah. So yeah,
we switch.
A lot of the shit you were saying, bro, it was like it resonated. You know what I mean? And I'm just like I said, my OGs is like the IROC and Jay Tweezy and just people who I really truly respect. You know what I'm saying? So even just me hanging on to those every word, it was like, yeah, I want to pick this nigga brain some more. So that was big.
Anytime, just let me know, bro.
Most definitely. All right, so what was the food of the week? Or the meal of the week?
Smell good, chicken something.
Flautas.
Chicken. That was fire because I had to calm myself down. Tita got scared. She gave her seat up. She's like, I'm out. Right. Man. No, I appreciate y'all coming through.
Yeah,
great
man.
show. Classic. Definitely a classic episode.
Everybody, thanks for having me. Coming through, man.
It's DanYo&Tita podcast. We out.
Holla, holla.
Shout out roulette, I'm on the set. Aight, check the traps, no regrets. Word on the street, DanYo&Tita, they doing things. Yeah, these other podcasts ain't the same. The lean perspective, keep the community updated. The sister social, keeping the beautiful upgraded. I'ma keep it kosher, the lack of support got me irritated. I'm feeling obligated, voice of the streets and incarcerated. Yeah, DanYo&Tita. Yeah, DanYo&Tita. Yeah, DanYo&Tita. Yeah, DanYo&Tita.